its daily experience, I will talk about the last night's experience, which was really long and deep, and I really need the Holy Spirit to be able to like remember and to tell these things to you. I had a long day. I was super tired. I was super fed up with everything. And I was like, okay, I just wait on the Lord for a while before I fall asleep. That was my concept. And I couldn't really connect with God in this silent waiting. And it was so in the last few days. So I was quite frustrated. And then the Lord brought up a song. Hey, you should listen to that song. You haven't listened to it for such a long time. And I was like, oh, but if I listen to it, I will have a very nice nostalgic feeling. It's not really your presence, it's just I will feel good about like listening to an old song. And he said like, don't divide it, like I'm about to give a gift to you. Don't separate my presence and good nostalgic feelings and things like that. Like, I just want to give a gift to you for tonight. And I started to play a song, and pretty soon I felt like really good remembering those times. But after a while, I felt like the Holy Spirit is taking over my body a bit, but it was more like happening in my mind. And I was Budapest is pretty beautiful at night with all the lights, not just at Christmas time, at any time. And I was flying above Budapest. It was pretty beautiful, and I felt a reversed gravity, a gravitational pull for upwards. Like I was like feeling this drawing, this, yeah, kind of like I was being sucked up, or I don't know what happened to me. I was like, I felt this upward drawing, and I was in space, and I experienced a lot of like being alone in a very wide space. And every time I felt alone, God just reminded me that I'm in you, okay? You don't need a picture of me standing next to you, or hugging you or kissing you, which I like giving you, but there is a greater reality, the reality of me being in you. Yay. So sometimes I was crying of joy. It was such a good cry. Like, I don't know, I have never enjoyed crying that much. And there is a kind of like a healing kind of cry, when you know that God is like working on you. And it wasn't like that. It was just simply joy. And I experienced the healing kind of cry when I saw my creation. I usually I have pictures of my creation. It wasn't a new thing, but there was a new aspect to it. He was holding me like a Lego character or something like that. And these big fingers were going through and dancing around my body, and I was just a lump. I was like not formed. And he was shouting and dancing, and he was so excited about it. And he enjoyed the process of making me so much, and he was doing it so slow. Like, he took time, like, and he was not in hurry. Like, I was I wasn't especially attractive, like half formed, and he stopped it just to sing a song to me. Like, he wasn't like a father, he wasn't like God actually. He was a quite slovenly craftsman. Yeah, that's what he was. I knew that he was God. He gave me a really good like allegoric story, but I will write it as a novel and won't tell in a YouTube video. So he was this craftsman and enjoying the work in the garage or something. And there were so many lies being ripped out of my brain. Like, I never thought that I had these lies, because if you had asked me, like, Evie, do you think that God is frustrated that you are that maximalist and that you have unnatural expectations and you are just too critical and too perfectionist and like things like that, I was like, oh no, of course God is not fed up with that. But at this time I could like really experience it, like that he just likes me so much. He not just loves me when it's like, okay, I'm God, I'm supposed to love you. He actually likes the way I am, and he not just like tolerates it and forgives it. He actually enjoys it, and he designed these things with intention. So it wasn't like accidentally I came out like that. He just enjoys that. I'm that much a perfectionist, that much full of unrealistic and supernatural desires, and with an insatiable hunger for knowing more and experiencing more. And he's just so fine with the way I am. And he wasn't telling me these things. It was obvious from the process of making me with such a kindness and such a joy. Sometimes he stopped the process just to sing a song for me. And I went in and out of stories. So I was flying again, I was going back to the craftsman's garage again. I was in space, I was back. Yeah, it was amazing. So it was healing me from a lot of things. I can't even tell you from what things. Sometimes I was really crying this healing cry. Like when you know that something is being ripped out of your brain. I wouldn't want to like over mystify deliverance, but there is a I think there is a literal change in your brain when a lie is taken out of you. And it just automatic deliverance. You meet perfect love and it casts out stuff. Almost everything is connected with fear, actually. Everything that is not him is kind of connected with fear. So it's an automatic casting out when you experience perfect love. And I'm not really into this father, experiencing the father. I'm always a Jesus. I don't know, it's my thing, but it was so good to see that it wasn't like really it's just the father. I know that it was all of God represented in this craftsman creating me. And I was really formless and quite ugly, and he had such a joy in me. And yeah, He was deciphering me. He analyzed me, he knew me, and he still had a lot of joy in me. The other experience I had was I was spinning very fast, and Jesus was spinning very fast, and then we were spinning together very fast, and it's like we were just mixing. We just I don't know. It was the same when you wash the white with the colored uh, uh, clothes, and they just mingle. Um, in the washing machine. So it was like I am spinning, he was spinning, and then we were spinning together and mixing and mingling and yeah, it was such an experience of being one with him and being united to him. It was amazing. And you know what? It doesn't really matter to him whether he takes you out to space alone and he tells you that you don't need to look for me, I'm in you. It's the same when he shows a craftsman holding this Lego figure and he tells you that I love painting your eyes. And it's the same when you feel like you're spinning so fast with Jesus in a dance that you actually become one and melt together. It's all the same. He just gives thousands and thousands pictures and languages for you to finally grasp the idea that I'm forever with you and I'm forever fond of you and I enjoy you so much. And if you knew how much joy I have in you, that you wouldn't even believe it. You couldn't even get it. I just give you as many pictures as you want to, so that you finally get a bit of idea how much I enjoy you. And I can take you to million places in spirit realm and on the earth and in your body and out of your body and in any way, just to make you understand that there is no separation between us, and there's no separation in our minds. Like, I'm fond of you and I don't keep distance, nor physically, neither emotionally. Like, I am just where you are. I keep following you. Yay. God bless you guys. I wish that you would experience crazy things. I pray for you that what I received, the grace I received, you would get. Way much more. And doubled or tripled, I don't know. Way much more grace for experiencing God. Because you have the whole treasure house. And you can take at least as much out as I've done yesterday. So I just pray that you will receive you would receive the same grace, but rather way much more grace than I received for experiencing God. God bless you guys.